Good day everyone. In this CBT we will learn how to enter the budgetary information for a single institute project. Now prior to entering the budgetary information, an RPP1 document is created and a unique project number is generated that is attached to that RPP1 document. The procedure for all this has been covered in a separate CBT named RPP1 creation. So for that please refer to that CBT. Now the project number that is generated remains same throughout the length and duration of your project. That project number does not change, and however long your project is, that number will remain same, and it is unique to your project. So the document numbers will keep on changing as we go from RPP1 to RPP2 to RPP3, but the project number will remain the same. The document number changes but the project number does not. And what is the relevance of this project number is that it is in this project number that we enter the budgetary information, the equipment details, and the objective and activity details. So this ensures that even as you move on in your project and your documents, you create separate documents, this information remains same throughout the length of your project. Another word of caution here that this CBT relates only to single institute project. So if you have a single institute project, please refer to this CBT. For multiple institute projects, that is for projects which involves more than one institute, a separate CBT has been created, because for multiple institute project the procedure to enter budgetary information is slightly modified. So now we will learn how to enter the budgetary information in the system. For that, after logging into the system, go to the enter budget form. Here enter that unique project number that has been generated and attached to your RPP1 document. So I will click on this list of values button, and now I know that my project number is 1000114. So I will find this and click on OK. Again, for budget type, please click on this list of values button. Here you can see that there are two budget types: comprehensive proposal budget and expenditure budget. For single institute projects, please select expenditure budget always and click on OK. Comprehensive proposal budget comes into play for multiple institute projects, and its relevance would be explained in that CBT. So for the time being, we will select expenditure budget and click on OK. The next step is to enter information such as the fund type, scheme code, funding agency, division, etc. For that, go to this DFF. This field is known as the DFF, where my cursor is currently. So go to this DFF and click. As soon as I click, a new form opens up. So here we will enter the fund type. Click on this button. Assume that the fund type is a deposit schemes domestic, so select this and click on OK. Again, for scheme code, click on this button. Now my scheme code is, let's say, information system for designed experiments. So I will search. You can see that I will search for that scheme code over here. So I have entered information within percentages and I click on find, and that scheme code gets inputted over here. For division name, again click on this button. As this project is going on in ISRI, and my division is computer applications ISRI, so I will select this division and click on OK. Funding agency name and country are optional fields. They would generally only be used for externally funded projects. So in this case, let us assume that our funding agency is DBT, and the funding agency country is India. So again click on this button. Search for India, type India in find field and click on find button. So select India and click on OK. With this primary information that we need to enter gets filled. Click on OK. Now the next step is to enter budgetary details, such as what is the amount of equipment you are going to buy in this project, what is the amount of research expenses, what is the amount of operational expenses. For that, entering the budgetary details, click on the details button. Here you can see that there are three major expenditure heads: grants capital, grants general, and grants salaries. These three major heads would remain same for all the projects, and if we need to enter any budgetary information in grants capital, select grants capital and click on budget lines button. A note would pop up asking you to ensure that the budget amount that you enter for a particular month, that budget amount, it informs you that it would be applicable for that entire financial year. So click on OK. What this note basically means is that any amount that I enter in April 2013 will be available for financial transactions for the entire fiscal year, that is from April 2013 to March 2014. So that amount that you enter is not limited to a particular month, that would be available for the entire financial year. So let us say that in this project, assume we are going to buy equipments worth rupees 1 lakh. So equipments will be our minor expenditure head. So click on this LOV button, select equipments and click on OK. The amount type will get populated itself as soon as you click on this button, and here I enter 1 lakh. Again, just to reiterate the fact, the amount that you have entered rupees 1 lakh in April 13, this would be available for making indents or for doing financial transactions for the entire financial year from April 2013 to March 2014. So even if I do not make any purchase in April 2013 and in May 2013 I purchase equipment worth rupees 50,000, system will allow me to do that. Similarly, if I enter rupees 50,000 in April 2013 and 50,000 in May 2013, that would mean the same, because the sum would become 1 lakh, and so the system will allow me to do financial transactions in this project against equipments head for rupees 1 lakh for the entire financial year. So again, let us say that apart from equipments in grants capital, I wish to purchase vehicles and vessels worth rupees 50,000. So I will click on the next line. The rest of the procedure remains the same. I will click on this button, select vehicles and vessels, click on OK, click on this button and the amount type will get populated itself. Here or in May, wherever you wish to enter, let us say this time in May 2013 we enter 50,000. And after that I save. Now as soon as I click on the save button, 2 more lines for each and every minor expenditure comes, so you need not worry about these lines. After this, exit this form. Again, in grants general, let us assume that we are going to have operational expenses worth rupees 30,000. So I will select grants general. The rest of the procedure remains the same, but just to show you to you once again, select grants general over here and click on budget lines. A note would pop up, click on OK. In minor expenditure head, click on this LOV button and select operational expenses and click on OK. Amount type would get populated itself, and amount you can enter 30,000 and save. Another thing I would like to mention here is that there are institutional charges for externally funded projects. Whatever institutional charges are there, that also you need to enter in grants general. So as this is an externally funded project, the fund type is deposit scheme domestic, we will enter institutional charges as well over here. So I will click on this button. If I scroll down, I can see institutional charges over here. I select this and click on OK. This would be applicable only for externally funded projects. For institute funded projects, there is no concept of institutional charges. So let us say that institutional charges are rupees 1 lakh. So I will click on this button enter 1 lakh here and save. Now as you can make financial transactions against operational expenses or against equipments, you cannot make such transactions against institutional charges. This is just for to maintain a record of what institutional charges are there. No financial transactions are allowed against this head, so you need not worry. After this, exit this form. In a similar fashion, you can enter amounts for grant salaries against heads such as salaries, wages, or scientific salaries, contractual salaries, etc. The procedure remains the same like we have shown in grants capital and grants rental. So assuming that in this project there is no expense against this head against grant salaries, we will exit this form. With this we have entered the entire budgetary information, that is the fund type, scheme code, etc., as well as the financial information regarding the major and minor expenditure heads. So after this, the last step that remains is to submit and baseline the budget. The process to do that is very simple. Simply click on the submit button and then again click on baseline budget button. After you click on this button, you can see that the status here is in progress. What has happened is that a workflow has been triggered which would automatically approve this budget, and within a few minutes this status will change to working, and after that the budget is baselined and you can do financial transactions. You can raise indents against this project number, that is against this project after that. So with this, the process to enter budgetary information for a single institute project has been successfully covered. Thank you and have a good day.